about to get this day started. So, last night, at about 1 o'clock in the morning or something, I get this on my phone. I was about to pick that up. Oh, it is my phone or something. Oh, God. These things, try to work these things out. And I get this Jishin alert, earthquake alert, earthquake alert, earthquake alert. My phone's going, I'm like, what the is this? What? And for the first time in many, many months, my real deal Vietnam era US Marine GI bloody helmety thing, right, wasn't here. Wasn't right here because I had all this stuff here. So I'm running around in the dark trying to figure this out. And so I get my helmet, jump back into bedsies, and I'm thinking, I'll just chuck my helmet on. And then about 10 seconds later or something, and stuff started shaking. It wasn't real bad here at all. So I might have a look online and see. But quite amazing that it was able to notify this notification, you know, like with such a time frame, 10 seconds to do something about it. So next time I won't be so drowsy. You know, like when you just wake up and you're like, what? Just go away. Go, why don't you go away? So that's what it was like. So yeah, maybe I need a hook or something, some kind of arrangement here to sort of whack it on the wall or something like that. Yes. But I'll probably wake up and go, what? Where did I put my helmet? God damn it. Going Osiris again, playing the same bloody CD. Check this out. Check this unit out. Hang on, just slow down a bit. Look at that little unit. What the hell is that? I think it's called a Fiat. I reckon it'll be flat pretty soon with a bloody great big truck sitting behind it. Right then, now, what we're going to do, it's going to go and have some coffees with a mate, but he goes, it's his woman's birthday weekend. Oh my God, you know, when I was like married, I'd just go and ride motocross and shit on the weekend. So, what, was that your birthday? I couldn't even remember a birthday. Anyways, I said, I bought a bunch of DVDs for my beauty, and I sent them yesterday, and I texted Exie and told her they'll be on the way. Actually, one of them I couldn't get to go. What was that one? Dawn of the Dead. I sent my 16-year-old daughter, you know, zombie movies and shit. Zombieland, Double Tap, The Chronicles of Riddick, Pitch Black. Yeah, you know, I really like the Riddick series. That was really cool. I'd like to send her the Alien series. I sent the film Predators, and she really liked that. So I actually sent the original Predator. So that's that. I couldn't get Dawn of the Dead to work. Like, I bought like 7 DVDs or whatever. I pay ridiculous money to get them. It's my kids, so there you go. To get them sent over to me. Yeah, it's a bit of a hit and miss. Sometimes they just don't work. Like, I figured out some things are a regional thing. Okay, so I can't get them from the Antipodian hemisphere. But that particular one, yeah, it didn't work. But at least she knows that I wanted to send that one, so she might find a thing, you know, on the net. Who knows? These days, all the computery things that they can do. Might even get the thing working. I don't know. That's that. In fact, there was an issue with one of the DVDs I sent last year or something, and I think Exie or my beauty worked it out, whatever. So that's good. Now, a bloke from Singapore bought something off me this morning. It's gonna be a bastard to pack. Oh God. In fact, I have to pack it in 2 boxes because it's huge. But not a lot of revenue out of that one. But oh well, you know, that's what I do. That's what I like doing. So that's that. Now I've got to go and pick up some materials for some other stuff, and we'll get this day started, like I said earlier. I'm urged to, sort of thinking of purchasing a Lotto 7 lotto ticket, but Lotto 7 sucks. I mean, the payouts are shit. Oh, but I probably will end up buying one anyways. Yes, I'm tempted. I am. Yes, I'm tempted. Because, you know, if you're not in it, you won't win the bloody thing. It's probably rigged anyways. So, you know, having all my faith in humanity, yeah, it is rigged. Anyways, alright, so, that's that. That's the report. Right, let's get this, let's continue. Okie now, gonna head to the warehouse. Got some things to organise. Actually, there's a hang on. Yeah. Got a what do they call it, the Kawasaki Ninja, is that right? Yeah, the Honda's got the CBR Fireblade. God damn, I used to like those bikes. The Ninjas behind me. I guess that's what was that, 750, 900 or some bloody thing. Pocket rockets, suicide machines. I think they detune them here, or they have baffles in the exhaust systems or something like that. God, it's gonna be a nice day today. Yeah, because they don't sound like the real rockets that they have in the export market. Yes, well, I presume that's because the speed's a whole lot, you know, more sensible in this land, sort of thing. And yeah, like that. What a nice looking rig that was. Yes. All right then. Yeah, I'm not really a road biking guy. Well, I love the look of them, and I've ridden a few, but my God. Maybe there's some intelligence in me or something like that. I'm thinking, shit, what are the chances of, you know, survival, especially the way I would bloody ride. Right, let's have a look at this thing here, shall we? My tape measure go. This has got all kinds of, oh, hang on, let me just see. Width-wise, yeah. 50 centi wide, and 33 centi there, and what's that, 25.5 centi or something like that. Oh, bending down there. Oh, bloody back. Anyways, now, it's got all kinds of groovy stuff in here. Look at how elaborate this is. It's quite heavy, this piece here. Hey, get out of there. There's the stand. What, you just go over there. Hey, now. Look at that, awesome, beautiful design. This sort of stuff they sell on Boys' Day celebration, and got all kinds of groovies. You're talking shit, sometimes like $1,000 or something like that. I'll sell it crazy cheap. Another sea freight thing. I have to put it in a pretty decent box. This box in a box sort of thing. Yeah. And you got all kinds of groovy bits and pieces in here. Let's have a look. This will give you an idea what it's about. Like that. Boys' Day celebration. Don't carry it like that. There you go. This particular one, it's not the full set of. It's a helmet design. Some of them have full set of armor. This one here, there's all kinds of different designs. I think this one here is just the helmet, and that dealie there, which is like those dealies. And yeah, and yeah, just have faith. I'm gonna sell it crazy cheap, and I don't want to pull it all out because I've got all the stuff I have to do. So whoever gets this is going to be wrapped for crazy good price. Just going to take a long time to get to you, that's all. Yeah, So yeah, that's all that stuff and whatever's in there. Quick glance. Ooh, there you go. Things that's the backboard things. Yeah. All right, that'll do. Okay. Should I take a shot of that? Nah. Yeah. Whoever gets this is going to be really wrapped. There you go. Alright, now I just showed presented a Boys' Day ceremony thingy. This is another one, a bloke, I got one there too. Mate of mine, he said, oh, you want to buy these off me? And I said, oh, I can't because of the glass. This had a glass case and the glass is really, really thin. They sell these for heaps in, at the Boys' Day ceremony time. And he goes, oh, no worries, I'll take the cases, because he had a bunch of dolls like that. And they're generally in a case too. And he wanted to put those in a case. I'll show you something else that they put in cases. That sort of stuff. That's a Hakata Ningyo. It's a ceramic piece there. Oh yes. So I said, no worries, alright, you take the box and I'll take this thing. So I'll sell it off cheap. It's a good unit. These are really cool. Oh, got some arrows there. Oh, where'd those bows come from? Yeah, like that. Alright, so I'll sell it off crazy cheap. Sea freight and all this stuff. So all taking a long time to get there, but stuff's getting through. I've got a no Dutchie here. Check that out. I'm going to list this in a second. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. Now, this other one. Oh, this next one. This is far more elaborate. This one. It's really cool. So again, this one was also in a glass case, and the bloke said, oh, he's happy to have those cases. So yeah, good unit. Again, I'll sea freight this thing here. It's really groovy. Now a few nicks and bonks here and there. It's a bit of a nick there, or whatever. Now I found that one of the knocks in this arrow here, I can't find him. He's gone. He's gone into wherever Knockland is. Hey, Sakamoto-san, do you know where he is? It's sitting here for ages. Nah, I know. Oh well. But yeah, I'll sell it crazy cheap, and take a long time to get to you, but I reckon that'd be a pretty rad display. Yeah, there you go. There's a rad display. Yeah, there you go. Right, let's sort this Nordachi out. Right then, Nodachi, two-handed broadsword. That's what that sort of means. Now, this unit here, because of its length, it has to go via EMS air. Let's see. This is the EMS tentative extra charges due to the zombie apocalypse, and they chuck on all these extra charges and stuff here, and so it's not cheap. And eBay and Etsy, they take percentages of it. eBay takes 10% of freight money, you see. So, but anyways, now I've had this thing for years. I figure because I sent a whole bunch of replica swords out recently, and this was there, and I was like, oh man, just one more last hurrah. I mean, I have no idea who would vent frustrations of life, and some old stickers, and go into the forest, the bamboo forest. I have no idea who that was. And as you can see, the whole bunch of nicks and bongs. No idea whomsoever, and that was all, I tell you, that was an interesting day. of who actually would run around going all monkey magic in the forest. So I've got my monkeys. But that person has his... Oh, whatever. Now, I have no idea who... There's concrete under that thing. As to whom got really acquainted with a whole bunch of bamboo. There's huge bamboo out there, like huge stuff, diameter wise, and some of the smaller stuff didn't sort of make it. Not sure how I know that. And yeah, this thing is rad-alicious. Yeah. Just have faith in me on that one, because I know someone that sort of like, yeah. There you go. Alright, that particular person is prepared to bestow that upon someone else. And that's kashinoki. That's the type of wood. Yeah. And yeah. Yeah. Alright. So, I'm going to have to send that via air mail, which is not cheap. But this thing here, yeah. Yeah. This is me at my most sadistic. Bill, it's your bib. That was an interesting scene. Kill Bill. Anyways, yeah, this antique doll. I think this is wood. The head portion. I saw this at an auction house a long time ago. This is way before the zombie apocalypse, and I was like. Some of my new subscribers, after I see subscribers, type on, Tobin doesn't sound crazy. Tokidoki, Jordan suru desu ne. So, I'm saying that Jordan means joke, sometimes I've got a few new subscribers, some Nihonjins. Yeah, before the zombie apocalypse, I bought this and that. This doll, I think they're kind of famous or something. Don't know, but I can't remember what I paid for the thing. I think I paid a lot for it, but I don't know. I don't think foreigners know much about these, or some out there do. I don't know. It's not my sort of thing, you know. I don't, you know. Yeah, mate. Back BJ extra mob. Let's go to races. Yeah, it's not my thing. It's a meter, 105 centimeters, just over a meter. That's I've had it for a couple of years or something now. I haven't done anything with it. I found these. Back. I've been standing over there packing stuff for days and days. I talked to my mate about these soft kind of floor mat things. He says he's got a few of those. They're real good, so I'm gonna have to get some of those when I get enough dough. Now, I found some of these tubby thingies here. There's another one there. I figure, hey, that might be pretty groovy to whack on there. You can work that out. I'll chuck those in. Now, this doll also was there. Was also with that. I bought them together. So, a safety pin on that one. Just be aware of that. So yeah. Yeah, there you go. So some dudes out there that are into dolls. Some dudes. some ladies out there like are into dolls. And initially I thought from a distance, when they were selling it, I was at this auction house. I think that's where I got it from. In middle of Kyushu, and I thought it was one of those ones that you sort of use your hand and sort of manipulate the doll or whatever, but no, it's not that type. But it's yeah, I as far as I understand it, these things are expensive. It's just not my bag. I'm sort of not into that sort of stuff. So yeah. yeah, someone will want that. I'll put that up for sea freight, and I guess you could ask me what it would be for airmail, EMS, because sea freight's take a long time, right? Due to the zombie apocalypse. But yeah, just sort of let me know. If it's worth a whole lot more than I'm asking for, let me know. Okay. Yes! Okay, up next on the price is, right, this rad unit here. It's aluminum or aluminium, and it's a Seahawk, the Japanese Seahawk, and it's just a rad unit. Look at that, isn't it just cool, elaborate? Plan on sea freighting it. We're talking, I think, what was it, 97 centimeters, 97 centimeters from wingtip to wingtip, and you've got your points here where you can hang it. It's got to have a bit of age in it because see, there's the flathead screws. It's a rad unit. Yeah. So certainly I've got to pack this, so I'll have to figure that out. Yes, and sea freight that. That's a unit. I like that. That's just rad. If I put it up here somewhere and just not sell the thing, yeah. That'd be cool. Alright, okay, I'll whack that up on in the shelves. Alright, that'll be that. Now, what about this unit right here? This is a Noren, and it's let's see, from there to over there. Oh, it's got some got some stringy things too to hang her up. And let's see, it's 163 centimeters. Let's say centi here. 163 centimeters wide by 110 centimeters long. Yeah, and this. So you've got your thingy. It goes like that. Meow. And it goes like that. Yeah. Right. And I've got some new, quite a few new subscribers of late, and they must be thinking, they must be having a look at, did I really subscribe to this guy? I remember saying to this girl the other day, I said, Tokidoki chotto dame hanashimasu yo. Dame is bad, hanashimasu, say, word, speak, sort of thing. So basically I'm trying to say that I kind of swear a bit every now and again, you know, fuck that. She goes, oh, okay, so that's cool. Right then, now, what we have here is, this says Ofuro Yasan. Now, Ofuro is hot spring, Ofuro, alright, onsen, Ofuro, hot spring. Now, Ya means like store, shop, like that, and san, you could be like a ramen ya-san, so you're a ramen cook, you know, like that. What's another example? Whatever. It comes from an onsen. Yeah, so this is what at the door, at the doorway. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You walk through this thingy into the place that has an onsen. Now down here, this says kao. Now sometimes I make a joke and say Boro kao-san. Nato Boro Kao-san, meaning you're ugly. Kao means face, Boro means bit rough. Boro Kao-san, that's just a Jordan that I make up. But actually that means Hana, and that means something else. But it actually means, this is, Kao is a famous company that sells things like shampoos and hair conditioners and creams and all that sort of stuff. So that's their sort of thing there. But yeah, this is real deal cotton. Now this is probably the cheapest thing I've ever sold, like ever. But yeah, I'll sell it because it's rad. I made up there, we were just talking about this. He's one of the potters. He's gone potty. he just told me that he made a few errors. He's like, oh, and he does it for a hobby, you know, on the weekends. And he said to me, "You bought that, you know, because he knows I go to auction house." Oh, it's a bit rough, by the way. There's a bit of rust staining or whatever. Must have a bit of iron behind it at some stage. So I think that's why they decided a bit stain there. It's a bit rough, but it's alright. Just as far as staining wise, but I don't see any tears or anything in it. You know, real good cotton piece. He said, "Well, you bought that, you know," meaning at the auction house. And I go, "Yeah." I go, and he just laughed. And I go, "Well, maybe not." In Japanese, "Tabun no ne." Kabin kata means I bought a vase, and this was packing kabin kata ne kore packing dake. It was just packing to protect the vase that I bought. And I said, "Demo gaijin suki yo." Means foreigner like this, you know, because I like it. So so there you go. I reckon this would be a rad unit. You could tie this up at your bathroom. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? And have this as your offer. Oh gods, I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. 5 o'clock already? No, just in the middle of a dream. And so what I did was I hopped straight into the bath, and I got to bed like midnight, so I only had like 5 or less hours, you know, of real sleep. And so I hopped into the bath. It was 3 degrees out, so I opened the window, let all that steam out. Oh yeah, and I fell asleep in the bath. There you go. So I figure I better get my ass into gear and actually get a few things done today. Gonna list this very soon. Isn't he right? That means all money. This is sort of to do with the Buddhist-y things or something like that. You know, like these dudes. See, that's supposed to be in representations of wealth. Daikokuten and Ebisu-san. And this is the sort of thing, those themes. There you go, that's all coins, you see. And this would be a resin piece. It's very heavy, but that'd be a great unit to have, say in your shop or something like that, or maybe have a, I'm not sure I had a main neko around here someplace to give you an idea of what those sort of things are about. Yeah, I know I had one just the other day. There was a main neko. Could have sworn there was. There's that thing again. I did have a main neko around here. So, there it is. Main neko. See, you have things like that, and it's sort of for prosperity and wealth for the shop and stuff like that. So that's got some kind of on the lines of some sort of thing like that. Right. Okay, moving on. Right, and just a quick message about this. Yeah, because of these tentative extra charges from the EMS thing, because of the zombie apocalypse that some companies want to keep going. What will because it's really too expensive, so I'm just going to sea freight this at the cheapest level that they have. But you know, eBay takes a percentage and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, not the cheapest thing to send really, like as far as weight wise. You know, back in the day, you'd do sell economy air for something like this and maybe include it with a bunch of other stuff, but not these days. We don't have sell economy air because of the zombie apocalypse. Yeah. So anyways, that's just a message for that. Okay, up next on the price is right. This is a 35 centimeter by 15 centimeter taiko. Hopefully I haven't got this camera too close to it because of the wonky mic. Awesome piece. It's an antique. No painting or anything in there. The skins are pretty good for what it is. I mean, as you see, it's worn away the paint and stuff. But yeah, get these antique sticks too. I've got a beauty in there. Yeah, I was about to just go squitchy witchy scrunchy wunchy on this to give you some different tuning sounds that you can adjust via your tension, but a few little nicks there, but there's nothing to worry about. Let's give it a bit of a squitchy scrunchy wunchy. Hang on, let me put that. I've got the record thing on here. And you can go like that. There you go. All right, now scrunchy wunchy time. Too close, that mic sucks. That mic sucks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, God, I've got to get a whole bunch of things done. I'd like to be just banging away on that all day. There you go. That's a beauty. Yep, sea freight that thing. And yeah. Oh, it's too cheap. Oh, that'll do. Okay, let's get on to something else. Right then, moving on. Shime Daiko, high quality. This is, yeah, I knew I had this laying about somewhere. I've actually been holding on to this for a few years. Quite a few years. Yeah, I have it on good authority that this piece here was used at concerts, concert halls, band stuff, festivals, all kinds of things. Comes with this awesome box here. I plan on sea freighting this too. I'll have to put some wrapping around the bubbly wrappy stuff, and then I'll put this flexible-y stuff around that. Yeah, so you'll have to find here. Put that over there. Look at this. Now this here says it's from Showa and what was it? Showa Niju Ninen, the 22nd year of the beginning of the Showa period. And Gogatsu, that's what's that, May of, let's see, you go 26, 46, 48, go back 1 year for the first year of the Showa period, 1947, yeah, May of 1947. Now, this unit here, oh, the sticks themselves are, they're a bit rough, they're a bit on the, that's that. Right. What is wrong with me, man? Anyways, yeah, the sticks are, they've been sort of, that's been ground, filed-y, downy, whatever, for whatever reasons they did that for. Dunno. Now, this unit here, it's got an awesome antique stand with it. Oh, check this out. Oh yeah, it's a beauty. Hopefully the mic is far enough away from it. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, this is high-end stuff. I'm selling it way too cheap, but man's gotta. I'm on a mission, you see. There's something I'm doing that way. Keep the mission going. Now, you just go like that. So you twist that one like that. Now, someone's put on some electrical tape on these thingies, and then put a hook through there. Like that. So I figure, I'm guessing that over the years they they lost these bits, so they made these bits in order to keep playing. You know, maybe it's one of those drunken nights where you forgot all your shit. Been there. Now, there you go, like that. Right now, this unit here is just radalicious, and it goes into this unit like that, and then so you take these things off here. Now, this unit here comes out like that, you see, and this, that's old school, beautiful. What that does is he slides in there like that, you see. Now, this here would have had an extra piece of leather overlaid on that in order to protect the central area of the the skin. I'm just looking at it's 345mm. Generally, something like this would be 350. So 345mm. Beautiful wood piece in there. And the skins are real good. As I say, that would have been an overlay, a protector piece on there. And then that's just rad. Alright, so that's I'm going to have to sell this for at least a decent price. I should really be asking a whole lot more for it. As things are, you know, things are taking a long time to get to people and stuff like that, but things are getting through. You know, some people just contacted me just recently saying, I got my stuff, rapped about it, there you go. So it's good. Now, yeah, this unit here, I'll have to put some extra repacking thing in there in order to sort him out a bit. Yeah, what a unit. Should really be playing it a lot more to show you. Now, I'll do a bit of a tensiony thing on. A squitchy witchy. Hang on, got my wire thing on there, so that'll just go like that, like that. Yeah, squitchy witchy. Alright, I'm going to have to get to it, get some other stuff done. So someone's got some, yeah, PVC piping stuff here to plonk it on that thingy, and, or maybe that was just a repair or something, don't know. They've decided to do that. I presume they've probably lost the bits for it over the years, and they've just made some bits up. So that's that. That's an absolute beautiful piece. It's going to cost quite a bit to send via sea freight. Because overall a bit of weight, there's a fair bit of weight in it all together. Once that's all, I'll organise all that at some stage, put packing all around it, all that yah. Alright, what a beauty. Let's see if I can do this one-handed, which I doubt I can. Probably lose my fingers. That didn't happen. Let me try that again. Beautiful. That's good. Okay, let's move on to that thingy there, and that thingy too. Alright, let's have a look at this thing here. I figured I'll try to find some stuff that's worthy, but I found some stuff that's just like, my, I just didn't want to part with. I had some stuff over there. I did a video, and then I was like, oh man, I just kept digging through some things, and some of the things I'm finding is just amazing. And yes, real deal World War II and stuff. Well, anyways, let's have a look here for a second. This thing here, it's not old. It's one of those dealies where, say if you're having like on an anniversary or something like that in remembrance of someone, you might want to have a few drinky poos. So I figure what I'll do is I'll go find something, a little altar thing here, and yeah, as I say, it's not old at all. It's a real alright piece, because I went over there and had a look at. I haven't seen this stuff in years, and in fact this one was wrapped in this one for some reason, and I figure I might stick some worthy stuff with it, because my loyal 381 Ronin, my subscribers, some people out there are real good. All my Ronin are good. So I forgot I was going to list that too. Yes. Yeah, alright, I'll do that with that. Now, so what I figured, I went through this and I found all this really awesome military stuff. And anyways, ooh. You go there, you go there. Look at this, it's old school. It's Japanese World War II real deal stuff. Anyways, what I found was this awesome unit here. See this, check this out. Dragonfly, doesn't that look rad? Yes, I'm gonna include that. And I'll include that too. And I'll include this, it's the real deal right there. Seahawk haircut. So I'm gonna include that. There you go. So you get that and you get that. I reckon that's rad. What kind of metal's that made out of? Yes. Alright. God, there's so many things I've got to do, but I got stuck into this. I was over there going, whoa, and I kept finding stuff. I'm like, right, got to reel myself back in, get this sorted out. Size wise, we're looking at it's not big at all. It's roughly what's that, 36 centimeters, and once you open it up, you're looking at what's that, 38, 30, 38 and a half of them. And it's not high at all. It just sits up, what is that, 65 mil or something. Right, so there you go. You can have this stuff, and maybe you can have yourself a bit of a drinky poos. Yes, I like that. That's a good unit. So if this doesn't sell, I think I should keep this. I'm being way too generous with it. This is just rad. Yes. Alright. Okay. I said I was going to do it. My guilty conscience will get to me if I don't do it. Right then. So, I'll figure this out. Sea freighting that. Things taking a long time, but they're getting there. Okay. Moving on. Okay, cool. Alrighty then. Alright, let's have a look at Froggy here. Oh, he's cool. Now, this bloke's resin. Made of resin. Now, these are all coins, you see. Depictions, at least. They're not real. They're, depictions. This is Buddhist sort of stuff. So, frogs and just toad. They're well revered. Very well made pieces. These things are beautifully designed. So I'll see freight this dude. A few little nicks there. He's a good unit. Look at that. They're sort of depicting diamonds and rubies and things like that. I hope they're not real diamonds or rubies. I'll be kicking myself in the ass. I'll get around to doing something about these things again. I'd sent one of these years ago. These actually once had legs, I think, and maybe they're meditation chairs. Really great. There's a carving going on here. Yoda. Not exactly the greatest things to try to pack, and to get them undersized and all that, but you knock those out. I've got a thing over there specifically made in order to knock these out. So I did that years ago, one of these, and unscrewed that and sent it along. So if someone's out there's keen, I think I've still got 4 of them. I had 5. Yeah, I got 4 of them. That one, yeah. Awesome units. They're awesome. So someone out there, a chap actually said he has a meditation-y room, and I know that. There's a few others do, so I reckon very worthy, those units. Now, alright, so Froggy, mate, look at that, Rabbit, he's awesome, very heavy, so yeah, he's a good unit. Yeah, so he's all to do with, like, you know, wealth and prosperity, same with these dudes, 7 gods type of stuff. Speaking of 7 gods type of stuff, separate listing this unit here. Now, this here is the ship in which Ebisu and Daikoku-ten and Benzai-ten, the whole gang, they get on this lucky ship, the 7 lucky gods, you see. This thing here is, it's a cast iron unit, and it's cool. Now, someone here has put their thingies on, what's this, Marathon, alright, so the 15th Lake Yoga Marathon, that's what he's got here. He's got his memorial trinkets, there you go, the 15th Lake Marathon. I presume that might have been a wife and husband team back in the day. Ooh, yeah. Buddhist-y. Oh, God. Wish I had noticed that earlier. That wouldn't have been on there. Oh, my last one broke, and all the beads as I was riding my scoot, they all went ding, 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 ding. I'm looking back, and they're all going ding, 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 ding down the road. Oh. Alright, I'll put it back. Okay. God damn this guilty conscience, stupid conscience thing. Yeah. Alright, now what we have here is this one. The year of the boar. Yes, what do I have a year of the boar? Should I have a year of the boar thing over here I saw the other day? Yep. There you go. Year of the boar. What's that one? The year of the ox. I'll get around to sorting that out at some stage. Alright, so yeah, this one, you know, a bit of weight in it too, once it's done and packed and all that. And you can hide your things in there if you want. Unit, what a unit! Like that. Alright, so yeah, these are ABAREBUGYO bargains, a ABAREBUGYO bargain. I don't want to sell that cheap. Get around to doing that at some stage. Not really sure if I really want to. There you go over there. Alright, okay, now let me get on to something else. I'll take a few more pictures of these, and that'll be that. Oh, I'll just mention that this stuff here depicts the booty from the 7 lucky gods, and they're often depicted on this ship as they cruise along, and I've got some 7 lucky gods around here someplace. Sure I have. Where did I put those? Somewhere. There we go. There's one right there. There you go. There's one right there. There you guys. That one's bronze. That's some awesome stuff. Yes. Oh, my, it's Hote-san up there, and Daikoku-ten up there, and oh, we have over here. Oh, there's Kimonosans. That's not one of the 7 lucky gods. It's one of the main gods. There's another one there. My. Yes. One of the main gods. You've got There's Buddha right there. And that's Nichiren. He was a dude that started Zen Buddhism. And then you've got Kimonosans right there. There's gods everywhere around here, isn't there? Oh, look at that one. The diarrhea god. No one seems to want to offer me $1 billion for that piece. Even for a tax write-off. Very strange indeed. Yes, very odd. Right then. Engage. Oh man, I've been busting my ass for like 11 days straight or something. That can't be right. No. Overshot that, someone, not me. Well, it's after 5 now, and it's time to go back to work. I've got to upload a bunch of videos and all that. You know, editing and videoing and uploading and all that bullshit. It takes a long time, man. You know, like, respect for those that A, have bothered to learn how to do all that shit in the first place. B, the dudes that made the shit in the first place, they, you know, made it possible. Yeah, and a lot of people out there, are, you know, really capable. They put in a whole lot of effort into their videos to really to include a lot of really cool shit, you know. And like they get excerpts from excerpts. Is that even a word? Now, from like film and whatever, wherevers, from the wherevers, and included in their films and in their videos and all that. There's a lot of stuff that goes involved, and a lot of hours, and no wonder those that sort of big YouTubers, for instance, they hire people to do editing for them, you know. They hire editors because that's half your time, you know. With me, for instance, what takes most of the time is the packing. Packing sucks. I've been doing a lot of that this very day, actually. In fact, I made up a jig so that what I can do is, because there's certain size restrictions and all this sort of stuff, so I made up this jig in order to that I'll slide it into a box and form the box around that jig, and that should give me that will save a lot of time. And because there's a bloke that he's got zillions of boxes, and he says, yeah, just grab what you like. And oh, sweet, man. In fact, I walked in there about nearly a couple of weeks ago with some beers, and I think he said, oh, nomunai, which means I don't drink, and I just hand them over anyways and walked out. He just laughed. Yeah, so I'm utilising those boxes because they cost you a couple of bucks a throw, and so yeah, he gave me like 50 bucks, $100 worth of boxes the other day or whatever. That was good, and there you go. So all that counts, you know, and that's what I've been doing. And so what I'm trying to say is, yeah, my time is taken up through be it sourcing or cleaning or repairing or yeah, just going to places and trying to scrape up enough money to buy this stuff in the first place. And you know, the packing stuff, as I say, takes a shit ton of time. All these things, all these factors, and then, you know, uploading videos and making the videos in the first place, and you know, measuring this and doing that and blah blah blah, and just sort of goes on and on and on. And I love what I do. Yeah. Hey, konbanwa. Hi. Put that there. Oh, いつも元気よ。はい、いつもちょっとゆっくり運転するでしょ。はい。じゃあね。See you later. I like that guy. 運転する drive. That's what that means. ちょっとゆっくり運転するよ。Don't worry, I'll drive slowly. Engage 50, there you go. And Kyotsukete means take care of yourself. Kyotsukete kudasai, please take care of yourself. So that's not giving me much of a go. You're not supposed to pass on the left-hand side there. But anyways, so yeah, my time is like really taken up by a lot of things. I'm doing on another mission right now. So I'm doing what I'm doing, plus on top of that I'm pouring into this particular mission, and that's taken a shit ton of time too. So my time's completely taken up by that. So as I say, I respect those that, you know, put together their videos and they do all that editing. That takes a shit ton of time. You know, I find that I remember when Rich Piana was saying, you know, the guy that works 12 hours a day is not competing with the guy that works 16 hours a day, you know. And that bloke, he worked his ass off, you know. Unfortunately, he's passed away, but I still take a lot of what his teachings of what he said, because he was really a really motivated guy. He'd get up in the morning and go, right, let's do this, and he'd get it done. And he was doing an incredible amount of editing and all that stuff, and doing his workouts in the mornings, and it just all that stuff, the putting it all together, running the business, all this kind of stuff. And so he was saying that his workload, he was working an incredible amount of hours. And I find that when I was really young, I had nothing to do, nothing. So I understand why a lot of people go wayward when they've really got nothing to do. What I've created here in this land, love this land. I tell you, they kick me out, I'll be kicking and screaming. Anyways, I've created a situation where there could never be a lack of work, of stuff to do. You know, there's just so much that I could do. Granted, I'm restricted financially. I'm restricted because of the COVID-19 hoax, the zombie apocalypse and all that shit. There are plenty of restrictions there. But there's a whole lot of other stuff I can do too, whether it be motocross or exercise or go on a beer aside. You know, there's travel, hitchhike, a shit ton of shit I could do. So that's good. Oh, that bird right there, that's a crow. Reminds me of, just as I was pulling out of the warehouse, on one of the wires I noticed this bird, I think it's quite a rare one. It's sort of more like, it wasn't a hawk, it looked like, from a distance, it looked like a young mountain hawk, but it wasn't. It was one of those, I don't know, what do you call them, like a peregrine, or some kind of rare Japanese bird. It's like a falcon or something like that. Yeah, beautiful bird it was. Beautiful bird, yeah. Yeah, well, anyways, I'm just babbling, but the day's not over. Still got hours and hours of doing stuff. That's cool. I've been just really super busy and just really making things happen, and I think that if all goes well, my efforts will definitely pay off. Yeah, so that's good. This very day, which is excellent. I over the last few months or weeks or whatever, it took a long time to get to me, but because of the COVID-19 hoax and all the zombie apocalypse, I bought a bunch of DVDs for my beauty, you know, and I sent them through the post office yesterday. So I contacted Exie and told her that my beauty will be receiving them on the morrow, which is today now. And so yeah, she loved the last movies I sent along, and they're hot. Yeah, hopefully, who knows, she might even contact me again, say thanks, you know, really like the movies, you know, it's a good uplifting feeling, so that's good. There you go. Alright, what I might do right now is drop into the servo. I've got a tank on the back for kerosene and load that. I like how a bloke out there goes, keep uploading because I want to know what it's like, the life of an antique dealer in Japan. So this is how it is, you know. Last night I was up to 11:30, which was actually earlier than it has been in the last quite a few, like a week or so. Still working, yeah, making it happen. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of hours of work, man, every day, just making it happen, and believing in the fact that making it a fact that in actuality that all this is going to pay off and it's going to work out alright. If it doesn't, well, who gives a shit? We'll just die and then it won't matter anymore, will it? How's that for philosophical?
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.